Hello, I'm Madeline Lanciani, and welcome to my bakery, Duane Park Patisserie.
Good job! Thank you!
All right.
Modest little kitchen, everything we make, from 1 dozen petit fours to 5,000 cupcakes, comes right out of this little kitchen. We ice most of our cookies in chocolates, in white chocolates, or dark chocolates, or white chocolates that we tint with food color. I like the taste of chocolate on cookie dough as opposed to most decorated cookies, which are iced with something called royal icing, which is lovely to look at, but has no flavor other than sweet. We like to say here, we like to remind our customers here, that we make food first and foremost. You have to want to eat it, and it has to taste really good when you're eating it. We also like to make our food look as beautiful as possible. So that's why I decided years ago to use chocolate instead of royal icing because it tastes better. And we have developed our signature style and our signature look because of this. We melt our chocolates in microwaves. We have microwaves everywhere. We're at BatteryPark Patisserie. We make everything from scratch. We use no ingredients that no one cannot pronounce. In fact, all our ingredients you can find in anybody's home kitchen. We just happen to make them in quantity. We use regular sugar, we use regular flours, and including rice flours and whole wheat flours, and regular eggs, milk, cream, butter. About the only thing that you may not find in your own home kitchen are vitamin C crystals, which are crushed up vitamin C, which we sprinkle over the apples and fruit when we cut them up, and it keeps them from turning brown. But if you wanted to do this at home, just go to Whole Foods and get some vitamin C crystals and sprinkle them on your apples. They won't turn brown anymore. So we pride ourselves in being a from-scratch natural kitchen. Not all of our ingredients are organic. We try wherever possible to buy organic, but they're not all organic, but they are natural. There's nothing in our kitchen that you can't pronounce.
Any given day, what's your biggest product you put out? Is it croissants or?
Well, I would say a lot of our breakfast things are scones in particular. We're told we make the best scones even by English people who come here. We sell a lot of breakfast things. We're one of the few companies left who actually make them by hand every morning, fresh every morning. I'm sorry, this one is, there we go.
How long does it take to prepare a croissant dough? That's a big ordeal.
It's a 3-day process. You have to make the dough, let it rest, make the croissants up, we call them, form them, let them rest, and on the 3rd day you can proof them, which means make them rise, and bake them.
Is that the most complex thing you make? Or?
In terms of time, not exactly. We have some pastries that we make, like a very classic French pastry called an opéra, an opera, which also takes 3 days because of all of the different parts to it. They have to be made and assembled, and the flavors have to, what we call, meld. So, we have a lot of things that we make.
How long have you been in baking? What got you into it?
I have been baking for, I think, about 36 years. I came to baking in a roundabout way because I actually studied music for many years and have a degree in music. But when I got to New York, I needed to pay my rent, and it's hard to make money as a freelance artist. And I always knew how to bake from my mother, and so it was a way to make money and pay my rent. And I discovered how much I actually loved it, and little by little figured out that this should be my career and not music.
Is it hard to get consistency right? So I know that to make even chocolate chip cookies, sometimes one of my batches is good, sometimes it's not. Do you have troubles with getting consistency?
Consistency is the hallmark of a successful business. And it's what we do and what sets the professionals apart. We have to have consistency with every single product that we do. It doesn't go out for sale unless it's exactly right and it's made exactly to the same specs all the time. Not one of our customers knows if I've made something, or Diego has made something, or Maria has made something, and they're not supposed to know. I work on it. I work really hard. Try to do something else.
That's great. And who do you sell most of your products to other? You said you're in the catering. Is it mostly to other caterers, or?
We have two phases of our business. We have our retail store, of course, which has been, which allows me to maintain my ties to the community. I live here as well as work here. I feel as if I live in the best little town in New York City, kind of like Mayberry in Manhattan. I know my customers for years. They know me. I see their kids. I see them grow up. I'm making their wedding cakes when I used to make their birthday cakes, and it's a fabulous feeling. And I forgot your question.
I forgot it too.
So you asked me about what our business was. We have our retail business, of course, which has grown by leaps and bounds as the neighborhood has grown. But still the bulk of our business is producing items, pastries for caterers and event planners. And we basically will bake for whoever hires us, whether it's one cake or 1 dozen petits fours or 10,000 cupcakes, which we did for Columbia.
Well, great. Hey, thank you very much. It's been very interesting. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.